Hey, eighth graders, it's day 21 of AMI work. We're starting week 5 this week. This week will be a little more unique compared to the other weeks. It's going to continue on to actually week 6, but for this week, we want you to focus on everything going on around you that has to do with COVID-19, and you're going to take a look at the past and compare it to the bubonic plague or Black Death. So you're going to get to journal on your own experience of what's going on right now with COVID-19, and you're going to compare it to what you're going to learn about the plague this week. So the 2020 pandemic journal, the directions say that the following exploration combines your social studies and English classes into one class, meaning that you will be doing this assignment for 2 of your core classes. You'll take whatever you put in this, and you'll actually end up sending it to your English teacher as well. So your job is to chronicle the changes you observe as your community, the country, and the world respond to COVID-19. Your unique daily observations will serve as a primary source to the people in the future. So be authentic, be honest, be reflective, and pay attention to the details. Each day, take note of what you're seeing and hearing on the news, among your friends, within your family, and in your community. Feel free to use video, written language, poetry, sketches, or other means of expression as you document your experience during this global pandemic. The questions below are to guide your thinking, but you are encouraged to ask your own too. As you reflect on your own experiences, you will also study and reflect on pandemics of the past, and you will analyze how you have developed throughout this experience. As you return to school, you'll be asked to turn in your journal or of your daily observations. So day 21 instructions, it wants you to read the article at the bottom, but it only wants you to read the sections or chunks 1 and 2 of the article. So you have your questions all throughout here that are to help guide your thinking. And then also you will be trying to compare and contrast COVID-19 to the Black Death. So every day you'll either be asked to write a similarity or a difference between the two. So you can document this through a Venn diagram like we have shown here, but through the Google Forms that we have posted throughout your social studies class Google Classrooms, we have a section where you can type in certain things that you're thinking, just to document your thinking as you go on each day. So chunk 1 and 2, I'm going to read those for you, and then you can go on to your Google form that we have attached and fill it out, or whatever way you would like to do this work and get it sent in to your teachers. So we're reading primary source. A primary source called A Priest Tells About the Black Death of 1348 by Henry Knighton. So it says a primary source is a historical document written or created during the event being studied. You're about to read a primary source about the bubonic plague or the Black Death. It was written by Henry Knighton, a historian and priest at St. Mary's of England. It says the Black Death was one of the worst plagues that spread death to many countries. From 75 million to 200 million people in Eurasia and Europe died in the years between 1346 and 1353. The Black Death is thought to have come from rats and started in the plains of Central Asia. It moved west along the Silk Road, maybe with Mongol troops, reaching Eastern Europe by 1343. Cargo ships bringing riches from the east also brought rats that had a bacteria, Yersinia pestis, in their blood. Fleas of the rats bit them and drank the blood filled with Yersinia pestis. Fleas then jumped on humans and bit them. The Yersinia pestis began killing humans by attacking the lungs and turning them to liquid. A cough spread the bacteria to other humans. The bacteria could also stop the blood from clotting, causing victims to bleed to death. Touching the blood or body of a sick person also spread the Black Death, which got its name because many victims were covered with black boils. There were at least 2 kinds of plague: pneumonic lung plague or bubonic clotting plague. So, take what you've learned today from these 2 chunks, compare it to COVID-19, journal your thoughts, and let us know what you think. Okay, bye guys.